we're going to hit schedule post. Now, one thing that you could do as well is if you added more than just a photo, if you wanted to add multiple photos, you could do that. You could add a video. You could do all kinds of things. But we're not going to do that. Normally, you're just going to add a picture. So you're going to hit schedule post. And you can see it's right here, ready to go. Now, one of the things that you may remember from when we were, preparing this to be posted or to have this scheduled, is that I tagged different groups in the picture as if they were your friends and they were, in a beach photo or something. It is a bit easier to do this in an alternate way, and also could be a lot faster. It is for me. So the alternate way to do this, to tag, is instead of doing it by clicking on the picture, is have it scheduled and you're looking at it. Looks great. You're going to go into the comment section and you're going to do an @ sign. And let's say you want to continue your Harvard theme of posts. You're just going to go @Harvard and you're going to select a few things that are associated with the post. You're still, as with the other one, you are able to go up to 50 different posts, but I suggest you not do that. If you miscount, you're going to have to start over again. And it just looks ridiculous when you have that many tags in there, and it starts looking like spam, and it can be flagged as such by Facebook. So don't do that. Just do about 10 of these. Just some random ones. You can just pick out any that interest you. So I'm biased there. And the other thing that you can do is if you go into the Team 4 hub, most of the time we're going to be using these tabs, but if you go to the HPHR targets for tagging, there is a list of different options for tagging. I've got a couple of different subject headers here. So let's say you want to, here we go, good tags for public health. Let's just grab a few of these. And then you just put them in. Now, one thing is you can't just go ahead and just leave these be. They're not going to work. You have to activate them. But it just makes it a little bit more, bit quicker for you. And you can go, let's say, I want to do a few more. These are some government and civic and social organizations that might be good for us to tag. United Way, Sex Ed, NAACP. One thing I should say too is you look here, you can see that this is a very powerful tag. There's like 181,000 people associated with it. This one's very powerful too. It's got 180. The Obama Foundation has 1 million people associated with the tag. You know, some are not going to be as powerful as others. This organization, you know, has 1,082 people associated with it. It's a good one, but it's obviously not the, you know, a large foundation. The other thing I like to do is also, you want to tag maybe some other publications. But you can see here we've gotten to quite a large number in this section. And this is what the beauty of the comment section is for tagging. In order to avoid being seen as very spammy, you're just going to hit return. So you have a large number of tags here, but you can start over above. Now you don't want to do like 10 different comments with a bunch of tags, but 2 or 3 comments with tags is fine, just as long as you don't hit 50. So I've got a rack of sort of media ones that I want to use. CNN has a huge number, 34 million, wow. CNN Health, not so great. Some of these work better than others. Sometimes you're not always going to trigger these with these tags, but it gives you a start, right? You don't want that. Washington Blade, there you go. .com. If you're not familiar with some of these are some interesting publications. BuzzFeed. These are not necessarily like public health publications. However, getting them into getting this post seen on their timeline could attract interesting voices and eyes to us, you know, so every little bit helps. So there we go. And look, now we have a really well tagged publication or published post. It's going to go out in 6 hours. It's going to have these great organizations going to appear in their timelines. We've got these other hashtags so that it's searchable and really robust. We're going to get a lot of eyes on it, hopefully. So very exciting. Very exciting. I know you're excited too. So you're probably thinking, what about if I've published a post and what about ones that went out through Hootsuite? And that's probably where most of our posts are going to be published from. Well, not to worry, okay? We can go into a published post. We can go into this one here, for instance, and we can do a couple different things. You can see I've already been working on this one. Let's say we want to add a couple of, we can add a couple of tags here. We can do the same set of tags that we've already done. You know, getting the voice out here. I keep misspelling the word health. Okay, so no, this is think that we've gotten enough here. It's not hard, it's just kind of time consuming. This may be the most surreal video I've ever made, but so thanks for bearing with me. Let's see video. Speaking of video, we'll click on that. And we've made this public. And you can see I didn't make these two live. If you make a mistake like that, you know, don't worry about it. Just go over here to the right, hit your edit. And we're not going to bother with those two. We also have a repeat on Metro Weekly. So you just hit there. So this is how you might be able to reinvigorate life into a post. You can see it only hit 76 people. By doing this, you're going to ensure that it reaches more folks. Always make sure that you like the post because that can help, you know, get people into the spirit of liking everything. And so there you have it. You've learned a little bit about making these posts and getting the message out there. And thank you very much for working on the Facebook page.